Last week, I introduced you to a very basic explanation as to what drives our behavior. This was meant to be a simple explanation because I have found that it is very easy to overcomplicate something to the point of inaction. Somewhere we get caught up in the minutia and we don't take action. My goal at this point in the program is to help you to start becoming more self-aware and to start taking small and consistent actions. It is these small actions taken consistently that will help you to build momentum and see big differences over time. I tell you this because I feel it's important for you to understand the why behind my requests. Think about this for a moment. What is the difference in how you execute a task provided to you by a coach or a boss when they simply give you the task versus when they give you the task and then also share with you why that task is important and also how it contributes to the bigger picture? Have you ever had a coach or a boss give you the reason why? If not, unfortunately, I'm not all that surprised. But I think about if they did, the impact that it would have on your perception of the task. I wonder, would you put forth more effort towards it? Honestly, I venture to guess that you would. If you are in a leadership position or a parent, I recommend taking a minute or two when giving a task to also provide the impact of having it done. Then pay attention to the response you receive and how well or quickly the task gets completed. But I digress. Let's get back to the topic. So, did you write down what behaviors you knew that you should be doing that would lead to better results and closer to your goal? Did you identify the pain associated with the behavior and what was reinforcing about the behaviors that you were engaging in instead? This is really the first step. So if you haven't done this yet, please commit to taking this step this week. Better yet, stop this video and do it right now. Put yourself first and take the time you need to improve and get you closer to achieving whatever it is that you want to achieve. Did you do it? All right, I'm assuming that you've done the homework. As mentioned last week, it is very easy to get off track or to not act consistently when chasing a big goal, because the time until you receive the intended reinforcement from that goal can be pretty significant. And while you're chasing the goal, you're experiencing the pain of the behaviors that are needed to accomplish it. This is why one important step in creating goals is to identify specific daily and weekly behaviors or process goals that you can then reward yourself for achieving. So let's go back to the fitness example. Say you have a goal of reducing your body fat by 5% by June 1st. This is called a performance goal. That is a great goal in that it is specific, it's measurable, and there is an exact time associated with it. Now, we're not going to get too deep into the science of goal setting during this session, but we will later on in the program, so sit tight. For now, let's identify the daily and weekly processes or activities that you would take to achieve this performance goal. Maybe, to keep it simple, you identify that you need to drink at least 100 ounces of water per day. You need to engage in an exercise session of at least 30 minutes per day at high intensity, and you are on point with your diet, however you define that. A critical component to this process is that these process goals are clearly definable. You should be able to easily identify if you did them. You should also know that these specific activities will lead to your performance goal, because these process goals become your sole focus. So instead of focusing on the performance or the outcome, we're going to focus on the process. Now, instead of waiting the specific number of months until June 1st to reward yourself while enduring a more strict diet, tough exercise sessions, and double the trips to the bathroom from all of the water that you're drinking, you will be rewarding yourself weekly in small ways for hitting a specific percentage of your process goals. So here's how this works. In this example, there are 3 daily process goals or behaviors that you are committed to. 3 goals times 7 days a week equals 21 opportunities. And maybe you feel that 80% compliance is satisfactory to hit your performance goal. So 21 opportunities times 80% is 16.8, which you would round up to 17. So if you hit 17 of your process goals per week, you would reward yourself with something that you find reinforcing. Now, everybody's different, so it has to be something that you find reinforcing. This process helps to keep you focused and accountable in the short term and provides you with some reinforcement while you are chasing your much bigger goal. This same process can be used for any long-term performance goal that you're trying to achieve. So, I'd love to hear how you're able to implement this strategy and how it's working for you. If you have any specific questions about how to structure this program, please don't hesitate to reach out on the High Performers Facebook group. Also, I want to thank you for spending your time in this program, and I hope that you're finding value from it. Until next time, have a great day.